Hello, I'm PJ Master, Corey Russell. And one of the things about chess is if you can get your queen deep in enemy position, and if you can do it safely, that is, your queen can't be harassed, it can be extremely powerful and very harassing. Um, because it can like gobble up pawns and attack vulnerable pieces and so on. However, there's a catch. The catch is, yes, you can get deep in the enemy position and even maybe grab material, a pawn or maybe a knight. But there's also the danger that your queen may be trapped. So anytime you get your queen deep in the enemy position, you have to be very careful to make sure that it's not a one-way trip. So in this game, my opponent failed to double check that, and well, he paid the price. So let's see what happened. I was late. This denotes the French defense. This is a advanced ration against the French. I was doing a pretty sound, not terribly aggressive line, but it's solid for a slight plus, so I was okay with it. So you may wonder, well, why knight c3? Because he's going to get a knight to f5. That's true, but I can always play knight e4 to kick the queen, and then knight f5 is not a problem. So that's one reason to play knight c3. It's just more aggressive, basically. Hits the queen, backs off. Fritz says white is an edge. So originally I was going to do bishop b2. But that was if he played knight f5. He did not play knight f5, he played knight g6. Now bishop b2 is a problem because he'll play knight f4. And he'll get my bishop. And that would be good for black. If I said, well, I don't want to let him do that. So I went to e3 instead. I said, well, because now his knight can't hit my bishop because it's on g6 to e7. And I still cover f4, and I still protect the d pawn. So, and it also reinforces c5, which could be relevant in some situations. So that's why I changed my plan based on the opponent. And that's what chess is. It's kind of like a dance. You do your idea, he does his ideas, and sometimes you have to modify your idea to counter or at least take into account the opponent's idea. You can't just play in a vacuum, right? You just can't just do your idea and just totally ignore the opponent. You have to consider what the opponent is doing and see if that warrants adjustment of your initial idea. So that's what I did. I adjusted my initial idea. So he just develops. No surprise there. So if I get time, I'd like to play b4 and knight c5. Here, black correctly plays knight a5 before I stop it. And that was a good move. Very good move. Because now he gets to c4. That's a very powerful knight. I need to take it. Now, black should have played d-take. In fact, I think he'd be slightly better with this pass pawn. But he did queen take. It's probably a level position. In fact, I think Chris even says this, though. Well, he didn't say it yet, actually. So here he wants to trade queens. So one thing to note in this position is that it's bishops of opposites. Now, in the in-game, bishops of opposites are notoriously drawish. Notoriously. And it's not, they don't always draw, but it's actually very, very common they do. However, in the middle game, bishops of opposites can allow you to attack the squares opposite the enemy bishop. And you can possibly get a very strong attack because he has no enemy bishop to counter that color. So to put it another way, if you want to win And yeah, bishops of opposites. It's actually better to keep the queens on. Much better, in fact. So, with that in mind, that's exactly why I played queen b1, to avoid queen trades. Also, if this knight moves, I might be able to get a knight g5, in which could be of relevance, possibly. So he attacks my rook. The question is where to put the rook, right? e1, d1, c1. So if I don't stop bishop e2, bishop e2 would be very annoying, and then my knight is kind of embarrassed. So I'll play rook e1 to prevent bishop e2. You find the castles. So well, queenside is all locked up. Let's press the attack. Here, of course, he should have played h6. He shouldn't just let me just. And the reason he should play h6 is to stop me from playing h6. This is a great move. The reason why is because he takes, queen takes, hits his knight. But yeah, anyway, this would be a this is a promising for white. But anyways, he doesn't do that. He backs. He should do if he just says bishop c6. If it says, well, it's slightly better. Put here. The reason he did that is he wants to trade d3 or block on d3. So I want to do knight g5. If I do it right away, queen here to cover h7 and there's a queen trade which I don't want. So I played rook a. Whoops. So instead, I played rook a3, threatening possibly knight g5, and of course stopping rook queen e3 because now I got the rook covers it. In fact, Fritz will really like that move and give me an exclamation mark. It says white is on the roll. Here, Fritz says 95 and white has a clear advantage, which is no doubt true. So objectively, I should have played knight g5. The reason I didn't, though, because it looked like g6 and he was fine, which he is fine, but even so, I should have done it. So, I thought I could win his queen, and rather ridiculously, I didn't see his counter move. He has only one move, but it's a good move. Queen a5. Oh, you know what? Ha! I didn't play it yet. My bad. Put a6 first. So I was hoping I could trap his queen, basically. That's why I played that. His queen's running out of squares. That's what I noticed. Fritz says black is now equal. And he criticized my move, rook b3. And then what's hilarious is I said, okay, fine. So now d4 is covered. Whoops. Oh, he played g6, not f6. Okay. My bad. Then I played here. Then I played here. Here. Take. Okay. So now I was thinking, okay, even if he goes to the right move, queen a5, and backs off, I can still play like bishop g5, bishop f6, and then eventually like knight f3, queen d2, queen d5, and at the very least, white's doing great. I'm not going to say I'm necessarily winning, but at the same time, I would say white's, I mean, he has fine position too, also. And the other thing too, I was thinking, well, I'd probably get at least a draw with little difficulty, at least because of the difficulties black's having here. However, black was afraid of the rook sack, I guess. And he also wanted to cover along like g7, right? Because if I got to queen g7, it's mate, right? So he's a very defensive player, and he says, I'll get some defense for the, so that way you can go like F5 or F6 or something. Well, it's all fine and dandy, except I had another idea, which he missed. Rook A1. And now his queen is trapped. This is a queen for rook, plus I'll have a strong attack to boot. So queen for rook, plus a strong attack. Well, that's just too much. So black resigned. So I hope you guys enjoyed that game. I'll see you guys next time.